Mabuhay! Hello Philippines!
Hello Singapore!
And hello world!
My name is Mark and we are the students from Development Communication 206 based in Singapore. And these are my group mates.
Hi, I'm Lady. I'm Fred. Bernice here. May.
I'm Alex.
Today, we will familiarize ourselves with the printing and publication process. Our first stop is Heart Media, a publication house in Singapore. Come, let's go! Hi everyone, we're now at Hopper Glass Tower where Heart Media's office is located. Heart Media is one of the leading publication house here in Singapore.
Heart Media has been in the industry for 17 years and is committed to publishing market-leading magazines and digital media that connect with the region's consumers through their chosen lifestyle activities.
Just for you, the good news is Official is launching in the Philippines in May 2015. So basically here we have around 40 people. We also have 10 in Malaysia. We try to go for niche publication. So everything is vertical, not horizontal. So we talk about fashion, we talk about art, we talk about watches, we talk about real estate, we talk about design. And our concept is really to be the best in each field. So today on the art scene, I was in Manila at ArtLink happening just near Shangri-La 2 months ago. This is the best magazine now for art. On the watch side, this is the best magazine with basically all the market being in this issue. So all the collectors who love magazine, who love watches, will be reading this magazine. So really niche, vertical and leader in our field. We try to be more on the high-end side. So when you open our magazine, for instance Official, you've got all the major advertisers. So here, out of 40 people, if you want to know the process, we have total around 15 editors. Then we have around 7 designers. Then we have around 10 salespeople. And marketing and finance, so total 42 people. And digital is growing, so now we have 2 people for digital. Very soon will be 45 because we are increasing also digital. So you have to focus on the markets where you still have advertising money, which is watches, which is why we're launching in the Philippines. And art, there is also money. Fashion, there is money. Watches, usually luxury today is still very, very into print. So we also, of course, have our own websites. For each magazine we have a website, and we're actually investing more into digital. But still, the big bulk of our revenues is from advertising. Yeah. So again, niche, vertical on the high-end side. As you can see, it's a very local team. So on my side, I'm there to give some kind of a vision of what we want to do. But then on a local basis, it still is local magazine. So I really don't want people to think that this is magazines being done by French. No, I'm the only French guy here. All the rest is local people. We have a few Pinoy and Pinay. And yeah, this magazine is being done by a Pinoy, Makamaro, who has been here for 15 years. And we have salespeople also from Philippines. So it's a very international team, very Asian team, very local focused team. All our magazines have to be focused for a local audience and top quality.
So do you do everything here from planning to laying out to designing?
Yeah, for 8 magazines, yes.
Even the shots?
No, we use freelance photographers. We don't have our own studio. So we are subcontracting to photographers who have a studio, or we rent a studio. It's very expensive, and usually the studios are not in the city center. The studios are way outside.
So that's the thing you outsource plus the publication? Probably. Like the printing, sorry.
The printing, yeah. We have a team of senior people, 2 ladies are the art directors, so ladies power, and the guys are the assistant, the slaves. So frankly, I don't really worry about that. I worry more about the whole feel of the magazine. I want it to be very coherent with a strong DNA. I love things to be very, very clean. And as you see, I love to feature the team. And this is, the team there, and as you can see, very local. So she's the art director, the tough lady here. She's the one having slaves around. Yeah.
So are all magazines, let's say, are published, let's say, every month or
It depends. It depends. The watch magazine is every quarter, for a year. The fashion magazine is every month. The property magazine is every quarter. The art magazine is every quarter. So we have a different frequency.
So roughly, let's say, for one magazine, how long do you need? Let's say, how long do you need for it to be prepared? Like a few months.
Yeah, usually we start planning 3 months in advance. The shooting, especially if we need to rent studios or if you need to go to other countries to shoot. So usually 3 months in advance. But sometimes if we have something special, like this cover with Matt Perry, he's a model of Calvin Klein, this took a lot of time. We prepared it 6 months in advance. And this is the only albinos peacock in the US, so we had to do a lot of preparation to have this cover. And it's quite unique. You like it, you hate it, but at least it's quite striking. And inside you got a big story about. And between something very clean like this, you see very, very clean. And this is typical fashion, beautiful. This one is much more, you see the layout is totally different. Very, very artistic, very mixed, a bit controversial. You see, totally different from the fashion magazine to this one. So I really want each magazine to have its own specific layout. And when we launched this magazine a year ago, people were thinking art magazine has no future. Today we have around 42 galleries supporting the magazine. So including some from the Philippines, like Stephanie Gallery and a few galleries from Manila. So a very strong DNA. We also like to use different kind of paper. This art magazine is quite controversial. As you can see, this is one of the artwork from a Japanese collective called Chimpam. And the layout is totally different. So each magazine needs to have a specific DNA. And the guy doing this magazine on the art direction side is only 27 and he's very cool. When I recruited him, his email address was killthepower@gmail.com. And I said, it's the first time I've got someone sending me his resume with killthepower@gmail.com. And we became very good friends. And today he's our art director and he's very young.
Very out of the box.
Yeah.
Maybe a few more questions. How do you monitor the marketing? What is the statistics of the readership?
Each magazine has, it depends, from 2 to 4 readers average. Art magazine circulate a lot. Fashion magazine circulate a lot. The watch magazine is more, when you like watches, you want to keep it. And we have collectors. This was launched in 2001. We have collectors who keep every issue and don't really share. But art magazine, a lot of people share. In the galleries, it's being shared a lot. So this is one issue will reach an average of 4 people. So this is 20,000 copies printed every issue. So we reach around 80,000 people. The watch magazine is 32,000. So yeah. So in 1 year, we print in total around 1 million copies.
For digital
Yeah.
media.
Yeah.
With the growth of digital media, what's your direction considering that you also so are you going towards digital?
Yeah, we also develop our own digital. L'Officiel Singapore has its own team, and you can go and check l'officielsingapore.com. Every day we have fashion news. The difference between the print and the website is shorter news, more recent, usually fashion show. 2 hours after we have the news. We are also on Instagram, we are also on Facebook. Today Instagram is growing very fast for us. Are you on Instagram?
Yeah.
Everybody?
Yes.
So you can add me.
Yes.
What is your ID?
Why not
Olivier
now?
Olivier.
dot BURLOT, and you will see my insight is not very personal. It's a lot of work that we do here, and yeah, a lot. And I just want my team to feel that I'm also very proud of what they're doing. And even 6 months after, 8 months after, you still have a lot of work which are very, very exciting. So I launched my Insta in January because they all told me I was so retarded. 1,000 plus people following because they like to see.
Yeah, Instagram is more than photos, and you
Yeah.
know, people are very visual.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to,
Yeah, correct. And you can see this is all the work we do.
Alright.
Yeah, a lot of the shootings we do. Yeah,
So you give them a glimpse of what's
yeah,
gonna happen.
exactly. Tease people.
sneak peek.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, tease people.
Following.
I will know you.
It's fine.
Okay, by the way, being in a print industry, like, what are the implications of the digital? Like, you know, the internet is coming so fast and strong.
Yeah, but at the
Does it
same
eat the market of the print?
Of course. You know, today, brands, luxury brands, I don't even talk about P&G because between TV and internet today, this is mostly
Yeah.
most of their budget. But again, we are more on the luxury side, art side. These kind of brands, luxury brands, spend 15% to 20% on online, which is, yeah, but the rest is still going a lot to magazines. So we are there. And frankly, for me, it's impossible to build a luxury brand with only digital. You consume digital so fast. You switch from one side to another. You don't remember the messages. You know, everything is so diluted, so fast. There is a little study on YouTube. Do you know today what is the average time people spend on watching a video? Is it 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute? How much time do you spend on watching a video today on YouTube?
2 minutes?
It's more. It's more.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Oh, the attention span.
And then people switch.
So I wonder the advertisement out of that.
So you have 13 seconds to get your message across. With a magazine, you flip through, you keep it, you share it, you take it at daytime, nighttime, it's by your bed, you know. Video is 13 seconds average today.
So that
You don't
means-
like it, you just switch ASAP. More and more. So of course myself, when we were doing events, yeah, I want a 2-minute video. And more my team said, Olivier, it's too long. I was like, what? Today we're reducing. Now our videos for events is max 1 minute. People don't.
That's true.
So this is why digital is so fast. When I hear that, I'm always like, yeah, of course we have to be digital, but this isn't the way you really have a message across. It's not. So what we're doing is what we call Beyond Bookstore. So you find us in all the airport lounges, you find us in all the major hotels, you find us in all the coffee chain. Here you have Coffee Bean, you have TCC, you have Book Cafe, you have Starbucks. I was just this morning at the Starbucks near my corner and they had this one. I was like, hey, you know, like, very happy because we are also going around and of course people steal. But this is our policy Beyond Bookstore. We have 380 clinics. We have 260 gyms where we're selling the magazine. We have the top 50 clubs receive from 20 to 30 copies each. So just target. That's why you see the magazine in the key places where we want, which is what we call Beyond Bookstore policy. We have to go to the Beyond Bookstore. And actually we have the launches asking for more copies almost every 2 months. So it means people steal, people keep, people want to see that. You take a plane today, you got the video, but when the screen is boring, or when you know, like, then you like to have your magazine. So, and you still usually at the lounge. Well, the wealthy people do.
True.
Do you outsource your writers as well, or all the writers are in-house?
We use them once and we kill them. We have our in-house writers.
So every 3 months.
And they have a pool of writers themselves. So here, every magazine has a head, and then, for instance, the art magazine is only one guy, but he has a pool of writers around. Exactly, yes. So he has his budget. He's managing his budget, and this is out every 3 months. So it means he's working. It means the guy knows how to handle his magazine.
Are all magazines sent to, let's say, one printing press?
No, we use 2 to 3 different printing press because sometimes we have a traffic jam of magazines at the same time at the end of the month. So we use different magazines, and we are testing our printers and so on and so on. So, but once we like a printer, we try to stick to it. So this magazine has been with one printer for the last 12 years. This magazine is with one printer. We also tried some other, but we didn't like it, so we came back to the same printer. So, yeah. And this is a job, and this is a top job. Printing is, yeah, it's a lot of investment in machines all the time.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Well,
Thank you very much.
Is it possible to maybe just have a short interview with your layout artist so we can just ask about the software that you probably use?
Just that bit.
for sure, I will bring you to.
Okay, sure.
Sure. And let me give you. This is for you.
Thank you, thank you.
So you see no secret.
Yeah, no secret there.
The only thing you see the art magazine, very very strong DNA. So personally, I always encourage each magazine to have a very strong personality and very specific DNA. So this sometimes goes quite extreme, but it fits with the magazine. Playing a lot with the fonts, playing a lot with so you have one of the magazine in there. Yes. I love it. The smallest one is carrying all the magazines.
Your usual principles.
Yeah, there is different philosophies with handling different magazines. For this one, since it's called Art Republic, we saw this as something like a city on its own, metropolis. So different sections are like different parts of the city. Some will be a bit more crazy, some will be a bit more straightforward, more formal. Yeah.
And a lot of portraits. So trying to avoid making it real, that's why it sounds using the layout as a way of expressing something which is disrupting. Art is always about disruption. Art is never how do we work and how do we have people coming in, and so we try here compared to some other companies to give more freedom to create, more space to be creative.
Okay guys, thank you dahil natapos natin ngayong araw na to yung lahat ng kailangan natin gawin for our DEVCOM 206 na subject. So I think yung mga takeaways natin una is sa pagbuo talaga ng isang print or publication, kailangan natin ng okay na team from the writers, layout, graphic artist, pati na din editor or proofreader. Dapat marunong at alam talaga yung ginagawa nila para sure na accurate and maganda yung kakalabasan ng product.
Tama. At i-emphasize ko lang din yung sinasabi niyang galing at talent at yung strong personality ng layout artist kasi ito yung nagbibigay ng uniqueness o sariling DNA ng bawat magazine nila.
Ako naman, aside from the manpower, maganda rin yung meron silang, yung mga technical stuff nila, like yung mga applications na ginagamit nila, it's like Adobe, Illustrator, etc.
Okay, another good realizations din na nakuha natin is yung isa sa mga challenges na in-encounter nila is yung emergence ng internet. Pero kahit ganon, we realize na yung attention span nga naman ng mga tao sobrang limited. Like imagine, Olivier said that is only 13 seconds and you have to bring that message. So talagang may edge pa rin yung print and publications.
Actually, maganda rin yung strategy ni Olivier kasi he targeted a niche market. So talagang very focused ang target audience niya. Which is very advantageous para sa mga sa target audience niya. Tsaka sa the way he marketed it, may ginamit siyang term out beyond bookstore. So yung mga magazines niya, nilalagay niya sa lounges, coffee shops,
Clinics,
airlines.
clinics.
So talagang alam niya kung sino yung magbabasa ng magazines niya. So doon na nilalagay yung magazines niya.
Alam niya kung sino
Market position rin yun.
Correct.
Nabanggit din ni Olivier yung preparations in an issue 3 to 6 months, and then siguro yung yung passion niya na makikita natin doon sa ano. Kasi parang him at saka yung magazine parang isa lang sila. Yung personality niya, yung nature niya, yung gusto niya talaga lumalabas dun sa ano. Tsaka very localized yung magazine, Asian Talents, Singaporean. So alam din nila yung paano nila i-reach yung market na desire nila.
We have just seen the publication processes of Heart Media. Now it's time to see their printing press. Let's go to the fabulous Printing Private Limited. Let's go!